Welcome to Extraordinary People in an Ordinary World. I'm your host, Beth, and I'm an ordinary person amazed by the extraordinary people surrounding us. This podcast is about people who live among us who are doing extraordinary things. You can expect to meet people from all walks of life doing things that may inspire you, make you want to change, or just simply sit back and delight in their stories. I have met the most extraordinary people in my ordinary world, and I am so grateful to have the opportunity to share their stories. Now listen in and enjoy. Your inspiration may be right here in this episode. On today's episode, we share the story of a sister's love that continues to shine far beyond loss. At age 16, Maggie chose to dedicate what should have been a milestone birthday to something far greater than herself. Instead of gifts and parties, she turned her celebration into a fundraiser in honor of her sister Katie, who bravely battled cancer. What started on her 16th birthday grew into a tradition for 4 years. Year after year, she carried forward her sister's name in a memory and a mission to raise awareness, hope, and support others walking that same difficult path. This story is about unbreakable bonds between sisters, how one young woman transformed grief into a legacy of love. This month's episode is very fitting since it's Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. Join me today as we welcome Maggie and how her journey began, what kept her moving forward, and the lasting impact that she made in her sister's name. I will also say that Maggie is my cousin's daughter, so she's my second cousin. And her sister, Katie, unfortunately did lose her battle with cancer. So welcome, Maggie. Thank you for coming to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I'm very excited that you're here. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time.
I'm excited.
So I think I want to start out by maybe just talking to you first, just about your family, how many siblings you have, how your life, where you fit in the line of siblings. And when Katie got her diagnosis of cancer, how that impacted all of you, and especially you, since we're talking to you today.
Okay, so I have 3 siblings. I am the youngest of 4. Katie would have been 34. My sister Jackie's 32. My brother Brian's 29, and I'm the baby at 25. I actually don't remember anything before her being sick. All I do remember from that part of my life is just her being sick. So it's just kind of like the normal for me. I don't really remember anything.
How long was she sick?
She was diagnosed when she was 15, and then she passed at 18, so 3 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when your family first received that diagnosis, or when you came home and your parents told you that Katie was sick?
I really don't remember. I was trying to think today. I really don't remember it. I just remember her just being sick. So maybe my brain just blacked it out. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, our bodies have ways of protecting us.
Yeah.
So what's your first recollection of her being sick then?
My first, I guess, memory of that would be just traveling back and forth to Arizona. We would go to Arizona all the time because she was getting alternative treatment there. Uh-huh. So we would spend summers there or a couple of weeks at a time there. It was all my memories I have, thankfully, are good with her.
I was going to say that family being away together must have been kind of nice, right?
Yeah, it was nice. It felt like and I'm 8 years old, so what do I know? I'm on vacation. But it was always fun. We were always together and doing things, and my parents, really made a point to, still have fun and live life.
So you said Katie was 15 when she was diagnosed. She was 18 when she finally lost her battle with cancer. Mm-hmm. How old were you then?
I guess I had to be 5. And then when she passed, I was 8.
Oh, you were 8 when she finally passed.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we jump forward 8 years to your 16th birthday.
Yeah. So I was turning 16. And when my sister was battling cancer, the Francis Foundation out of Homedale, they came in and kind of just scooped up my family, kept the lights on in the house and food in the fridge. And they were tremendous. They are great people. They impacted our family so much and really changed.
Can you explain the Francis Foundation for those who don't know what it is?
So the Francis Foundation is an organization that helps families who are affected by childhood cancer. So it's a bunch of families. They have all these outings. They have an annual gala that's so much fun. They do fundraisers and, visit families in hospitals. And even to this day, they still send my mom flowers on Mother's Day. And a basket to
Aw.
my dad on Father's Day. They're great. It's an amazing organization. So they definitely changed my life and my outlook on life. Just, life goes on. You still have to live, and there are good things in this world despite, living through tragedy.
Yeah. So it seems like they help in any way. Like if somebody needs help with their, bills
Yeah,
because of things, if
absolutely.
travel, that type of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think their gala is one of their bigger fundraisers?
Yeah, hands down. It was so much fun. I actually one year, after the first year I did Maggipalooza, I was awarded Volunteer of the Year. So I got
Nice.
up, I got my plaque, and it was a great, great time. But there's easily 1,000 people there, and everyone's in gowns, and it's a
Nice.
blast.
Do you still go to the
I
gala?
don't, no, I
You
don't.
don't, but they still have it.
Yeah, they still have it every year.
Okay. We're going to have to put a link to the Francis Foundation in the show notes so people can check
Yeah,
it out.
absolutely.
So tell me about you turning 16 or about to turn 16 and deciding, I'm not going to make it about my birthday. I'm going to make it about raising some money.
Right. So it was 2015. It was actually February 2015, because I remember it was like this time of the Super Bowl. And I was talking to my mom. I said, we should just do a fundraiser. Let's try to raise $16,000 for my 16th birthday and give it to the Francis Foundation, to give back.
Right.
And it kind of started as an idea of like, oh, that might be fun. And then it was happening. It was just happening.
It
But
became much bigger because I
it
think you
became,
raised a lot more than
yeah,
16,000, right?
yes. Yeah. At the end, I don't remember the exact total, but I think it was close to like maybe $48,000.
That's what I thought. I thought it was,
Which,
I knew it
looking
was
back on
definitely
that,
over 30.
yeah, looking back on that, that's crazy to even think that I did that.
Well, here's a young 16-year-old girl looking to
Right.
raise 16,000 and she makes almost double that.
Right.
That's
It
amazing.
was definitely a journey. But
So
I was, go ahead.
tell me about it. Tell me how you how you planned it. When
So
after
I
you
was,
said to mom, hey, let's do a fundraiser.
yeah. So I was in high school and I was in the chorus. So we did a concert as a fundraiser. I was selling t-shirts. I was selling bracelets. I did fundraisers at Rita's and with my tennis team. And I had posters in my high school,
That's something.
donate to this cause. And I was, it was really fun. I spoke at like local organizations and the Toms River Kiwanis Club. And it was,
This was before the fundraiser even began, correct?
yeah. So this is just kind of starting
Planning it.
everything. Yeah.
The planning. What's it
But it was
like?
a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. And I'm sure you had a lot of help from your parents
Yes, for sure.
getting some of those things done. What did you initially envision it to be? And then what did it turn out to be?
So the fundraiser was called Maggipalooza.
For
Because
you.
my name's Maggie, of course. And the slogan was because life's a party. And I think that's what I wanted it to be. So I did still have a Sweet 16 party. And I still had my dress and did the whole thing. Because life is a party. And I think that's still how I live my life. But even though you go through hard times, but I just wanted it to be fun and in memory of my sister to be good memories.
Yeah. So if say I'm a person that knows nothing about Maggipalooza
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, so I'm going to Maggipalooza. What do I expect to find there?
So when we had the event, it was technically a 5K. Let's call it a walk. We had a DJ, we had a water slide, we had vendors, ice cream truck, we had face paint. Like it was a whole production, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. It was just a whole day for the family to come out and have fun and play games, win prizes.
And it was much more than the family. You had people from all over coming, didn't you? From the state?
Yeah. There was a lot of people that came out.
So you run this fundraiser the first year, right? How many years did you continue this?
I did it for four more years. We had 4 main events.
Did you find that as you went along from each year that it got bigger?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely got bigger. And as the Francis Foundation kind of got involved, they would advertise for me and we would kind of come together, and they have an annual softball league or tournament. And I had a Maggipalooza team. So it was
very cool.
Yeah, we were all very involved inside the Francis Foundation.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Maggipalooza, I think twice, but I do remember the last one, and you had so many things there, pie eating contests.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I forgot about the pie eating contest. Yeah, we did that.
Big slides for the kids to go down to, vendors. It's a whole production.
It was a great time.
Do you think over the last 4 years, did you raise as much as the first year? Do you think you've raised over $100,000? How much do you think you might have raised?
I don't think I raised, definitely not as much as the first year. I don't know, maybe in total, maybe over the, all those years, maybe about $60,000.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It's a
And
lot of money.
fundraisers are hard. They're very hard.
Yeah.
And I feel like kickoff years are always your big years.
Yeah, for sure.
But
And I was 16, haggling people for money.
right. So things change a little bit, right?
Right.
Let me ask you. You said 4 years you ran Maggipalooza, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you no longer do it, but you are actively involved still with the Francis Foundation?
Not as much anymore. My family kind of took a step back because my sister passed in 2008, and there's a lot of other families that do need help.
Right.
So they actually were still offering us to come to the gala on them for, they would waive our ticket price. And I think it just came to a point where other people need help now. We're good. They kind of, passing the torch.
Passing the torch, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite memory from Maggipalooza?
The pie eating contest is definitely up there.
I have great pictures from that pie eating contest.
It was a good time. I think just having everyone together and event planning is fun. And I did have my Sweet 16, and that's where I presented a check to the president of the foundation.
Wow.
And I think that was probably my favorite memory, just be able to just, we did it, here you go.
To be this young girl.
Yeah. So the goal was $16,000. And I wrote this whole speech to say to Bob Hugel, is his name. He's the president of the foundation. And I had this check, and my mentor at the time, he was very involved and helped me a ton, even just throughout life and with fundraising. He doubled it. So we had 2 checks.
Wow.
So it was just a huge surprise. Here's 1 check, and I had the mic. There's one more thing, and here's another check. And it was incredible.
Wow.
It was amazing.
I didn't know that part of the story.
Yeah. Every time there's a video of it. Every time I watch it, I'm like, wow, we really did that.
You really did. You really did. So because I know your family, you're all related to me, you're a pretty tight-knit family.
Yes, we are.
You do a lot together. How were you supported by your siblings?
So my siblings and I, we're best friends, the 3 of us. Even still, we're all moved out now, or I'm not, but they are. So it's just me and my dad now. But I see them all the time. We have family dinner every week. So we make it a point to, stay together because we are a solid family unit. And I would be lost without them.
They got involved with those fundraising efforts also, though, with Maggipalooza,
absolutely.
right?
They were a big help.
So I'm going to share a little story with you that you might not know about, because just to show how good your family is and how they look out for everyone. When Katie had cancer, my sister Patty was also diagnosed with breast cancer.
Okay.
And Jackie wrote me the most beautiful letter. I still have it. And it said, "My sister has cancer, and I know what it feels like." And I could cry just talking about it now. And she said, "I learned a lot from CHOP, and they taught us about how to deal with things. So if you ever need anything, call me." And I was like, wow, what a great thing. So your whole family has just such a good way about you, and a way to show that to other people how much you care. You genuinely care.
Yeah. Thank you.
Those 4 years of Maggipalooza obviously were a great help to the foundation, but you touch so many lives in so many other ways too, and your whole family.
Well, you're part of it.
And you are, this is about extraordinary people, and you are one of those people.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you wanted to share before I get to kind of my wrap-up question, or what I wanted to ask you about life in general?
Not that I can think of. Okay.
So after going through this very difficult time, what advice would you give to other young people who may want to turn a painful experience into something meaningful, or anybody in general? It doesn't have to just be young people.
Right. So everyone goes through something in their life that changes them or you have trauma and turmoil in your family or in your life, and you just have to be kind. Be kind to people, stay positive. And when you set a goal to accomplish something, you have to look to the future and think about how proud of yourself and your family that you'll be, that you actually did this thing. And, everybody goes through things that shakes up your life, and it's kind of up to you to determine how your future is going to look. And I was very blessed, and I'm very grateful for all the things I've been through, and that I had my family to lean on. And that's important, to lean on your family. And then once you're in a position to help people, you have to do it. It helps you heal.
I think that does help you heal. And I think Katie's very proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you. I think so too.
I know I am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
My pleasure.
I hope somebody gets inspiration out there just to get out there and do something positive for a cause that means a lot to them. Thanks, Maggie.
My pleasure.
Thank you for joining me on Extraordinary People in an Ordinary World. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Please share with a friend. If you know an extraordinary person, I would love to hear from you so that I can feature them on the show. Please email me at bethextraordinarypeople@gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram at extraordinary_people_podcast. I look forward to hearing from you. And in the words of Saint Mother Teresa, not all of us can do great things, but we can all do small things with great love. I look forward to our next extraordinary person, the first Friday of next month. See you then.